Elias Thorne had not left his shop in 17 years. The dusty windows of his workshop filtered the afternoon light into amber shafts that fell across hundreds of clocks, each ticking its own rhythm, each holding a different measure of time. He sat hunched over his workbench, his fingers gnarled but steady, magnifying glass pressed to his eye as he fitted a hair-thin spring into the belly of a silver pocket watch. The bell above the door chimed, and Elias looked up to find a young woman standing in the doorway, shadows from the street behind her. She carried a leather satchel and wore the dust of travel on her cloak. She had come with a wooden box containing a golden clock hand, a relic from his past, carrying a message from someone he had helped long ago. Elias remembered his youth as an apprentice to the great clockmaker Mordecai, who had taught him the secret art of memory clocks, devices that could capture a moment of time and replay it for their owners. He had crafted dozens of such clocks over the years to help the grieving, but he had never made one for himself after losing his wife Clara to fever and his daughter to a life he had not been part of. The young woman explained that her great-aunt had been helped by Elias decades ago and had left him this clock hand as a final gift, believing he had been carrying his grief too long. Elias realized he had spent years trying to forget his daughter rather than remember her, and in doing so had lost access to the joy she had brought him. Working through the night, Elias assembled a memory clock using the golden clock hand, choosing to set it not to the moment of his daughter's birth or death, but to an ordinary afternoon when she had given him dandelions and his wife had smiled at them both. At 3 o'clock, the clock showed him that perfect moment, and for the first time in decades, he wept from gratitude rather than despair. As the vision faded, Elias held the clock close and felt the grief transform into a quiet gratitude. The woman asked if he would keep living, and he nodded, finally ready to carry his memories not as weights, but as treasures. The clock had shown him that love never truly leaves, only changes form.